Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'm going to talk about the people that I work for. As you may know, I write for two gaming review sites at the minute. One called One Up Gaming, here based in England, who I have worked for nearly a year now, and Indie Gaming Riot over in the US, who I write occasional articles for, as well as some reviews and whatever they send me. Firstly, this is basically just going to be a plug for them because the teams are fantastic guys and they both work really hard. First, I'm going to talk about Indie Gaming Riot simply because, they're the smaller of the two and I've worked with them for a less amount of time. However, they are in the US and my views as a result of working with them have skyrocketed on the blog. So, basically, they focus on smaller indie working titles in a podcast feature that they release once a week. I come along and review stuff that they send me and occasionally do smaller articles that are like commentaries on them. And basically, their entire format works around this idea. It's this idea of just having a podcast and then building on it from there. I don't think any of the guys in that team actually do reviews. I think it's just me and one other outsider whose name I completely forget, who comes in to do reviews occasionally, because obviously they send me a couple of keys a month-ish, and then I do, they've got a big long list of games from the podcast that they need small articles on. They're only about 100 words, but 120 articles for something that's about 100, 200 words, it's still a bit of a pain when you have to go away and learn about the thing that you're talking about. But nevertheless, they are fairly big in the sense that, they're established, they've got their own expo that's purely online. It's just an online convention that you can go along and have a chat with all of them about, indie games. And I know that I said they were small. I meant they were small in the sense that they're a small act and they're not corporate. They themselves are a pretty indie idea because there's only 4 of them. If you include me, there's 5. They also work with Indie Gaming Stand and Indie Gaming Chick. They've got sponsors in quite a few places actually. So, they are pretty well established as in terms of like indie reviewers. Gindie? How does that work? But secondarily, I work with One Up Gaming and I've been with them for, like I said, nearly a year now. And the first thing they sent me was Life is Strange. And now this was confusing to me because I had never done gaming reviewing before then. And it was lovely getting games for free. I was just sat there going, I'm getting games for free. This is insane. They've got me a season pass. And Life is Strange is just a beautiful game. If I ever get footage of it, I will play it because it nearly broke me at one point. I was sat there just kind of going, I can't do this. It was horrible. It was Last of Us levels of emotion. It really was. But 4-man team. David runs it. There's Zach, me, and Eddie who all do features on the podcast, and we come in and do reviews. Something I may not have mentioned was the fact that we attempted to do a world record back in late September. We all travelled down to London to do a 55-hour podcast. We attempted to break the world record for world's longest podcast, webcast even, by staying up for 55 hours straight. This presented several issues because we didn't think about how sleep deprived we actually get. It was a fantastic experience and I would completely do it again. We just need more organisation. Also, some of that footage will be going up online soon and I'm going to cut it up myself because there's some moments in it that you just need to see. Because I got the team to play The Evil Within, and some of them hadn't played it before. I played that game to death. I know pretty much where every single jump scare is, but they didn't, and it was absolutely magical. So yeah, they're actually quite a large act in terms of like how small gaming review sites go. They're actually a pretty big deal, and they couldn't revamp the site, and they're a good group. We do like good work, we think. But the podcast itself has got actually a lot of views per week. I think it's something close to about 3,000 per week. I have to run over the figures, but I think it's about 3,000 per week. But honestly, both the sites that I write for are fantastic teams, and you should go and view their stuff. And this isn't me trying to push it on you about, you know, my own content. This is me trying to expose you to the world of like game reviewing and how it works on a smaller level when it's not industrialized and, you know, run by a large corporation. It's just some people reviewing games because they enjoy reviewing games. But yeah, I'll drop the links in the description below so you can go and see them whenever you want. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.